Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Hope I can add some happy squish vibes to your day today. Alright, so I felt inspired to do another kind of like comparison video today. I know I recently did a comparison video of Junie and Kelbell Squishmallows, so the two banana Squishmallows that I have in my collection. If you haven't had a chance to see that, definitely go check it out. I think it's a really cute video, and I would definitely love to know like which one is your favorite, but they're both really cute, so either way, like totally fine. I'm honestly still obsessed with them both, so it doesn't matter which one you pick, but would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. But today's going to be a little bit of a different comparison video. I am actually going to be comparing a fake Connor the Cow Squishmallow to a legit, like, actual Connor the Cow Squishmallow. So I'm really excited to show y'all, so let's get into it. Okay, so I know I recently did a storytime video, like a Squishmallow storytime video. Again, if you haven't checked that one out, go check that out. Some kind of funny Squishmallow story times in there, but kind of like TLDR, so long story short, I talked about the first ever Connor the Cow Squishmallow that I got, and it was actually completely a fake Connor the Cow Squishmallow. I unfortunately don't know what happened to that one. I thought I still had it in like my parents' attic, but I looked and I can't find it, so maybe I gave it away or sold it in a garage sale or something, but I actually have had that happen to me once. After that, I totally forgot about this. This was more when I was like a little bit more into collecting, but obviously not enough to know better about this. But I have another fake Connor the Cow Squishmallow, and that is the one that I'm going to be showing in today's video, and I'm going to be comparing that one to my OG actual 8-inch Connor the Cow Squishmallow. So first, I thought we'd just like look at each of them separately and then we'll compare them together. So as I said, the like actual Connor the Cow Squishmallow is an 8-inch Squishmallow. The fake Connor the Cow Squishmallow is not quite an 8-inch. It's a little bit smaller than like the actual one. So I'm thinking it's like a 7-inch or 7.5-inch. So again, should have been like red flag for me there too. But we are going to start with, real quick, the actual Connor the Cow. So I'm using this one, little look-see at him. This is one of my favorite versions of Connor in my collection. I think probably one of the, which you can kind of see the tail end of them here, I think one of the 5-inch Connors is probably my favorite overall Connor, but I love this version so much. I got this one from another collector, and it's just so perfect. I think it's one of like the OG ones because it has, I don't know if you can see that, but it has that tag on it. So it's definitely one of the like really early versions of Connor, if not like the earliest version. So I'm not completely sure, but this is the actual Connor I'm going to be using to compare to the fake Connor. And now for what y'all have probably been waiting for, but let's take a look at the fake Connor. Okay, I'm trying to remember exactly where I got this one from, but here is the fake Connor. Just give y'all a little look-see. This one I believe I actually got online at Walmart, but it was like one of those sketchy things that sometimes you'll see on Walmart. It's like a third-party vendor, I think, or like other sellers, but it's being sold through Walmart. I'm not entirely sure how that works, but that I believe is how I got this one. And I actually got it in this size, and then I don't even know what size it would be. It was not this big, but probably more like this size, and I don't know what happened to that one either, but I don't have that one anymore, but it looked the same as this one, but this is what we got. I mean, from behind, like, it's not too bad. It makes it look a little pointy, but when you look at the front, you're like, yeah, this is a fake Squishmallow. So, I mean, he's not awful. I don't know if y'all have watched the storytime video. Let me know if the fake one from that video is worse, or if this fake Squishmallow is worse. I'm not sure. I'd have to go look at the picture again, but I don't know. They're both kind of bad in their own way, but this is the fake Squishmallow that we're going to be working with. So now let's give them a little side-by-side comparison. So here are the two of them in my hands, and as you can see, I also am pretty sure that this one was, like the fake one, was advertised as an 8-inch, but as you can tell, this is an actual 8-inch, and this was advertised as an 8-inch, and they are obviously not the same size. Like, if you see them really close together like that, I think you can see that probably maybe right. It's probably like a 7.5 inch or a 7 inch Squishmallow. Definitely not a 5 inch, because like really they only have like 5 inch, 7.5, and 8 inch usually. So I'm thinking this one is somewhere around the 7.5 size part or range. But as you can see, they're definitely not the same size. Honestly, like the coloring's not that off. The nose of the fake one is definitely lighter than this one, but they're both like pretty much a pretty pink and stuff. And honestly, the coloring of like the white, the black, and honestly the horns too, they're pretty similar in color. So I will say the one, like the other fake one I got, I think the colors were a lot more, I don't know if I want to say like outlandish, if that's a good one, but like a lot more obviously not an actual Squishmallow. This one did a pretty good job at staying within the color, but honestly for me, looking at the two of them, the biggest like giveaway is the nose and the eyes. I mean, like y'all look at that. I don't like, it's just not, it's not good. I mean, I think it's like the shape and like the placement on their face and like the placement of the eyes. And then honestly, the shape of the Squishmallow in general, I think that just adds to it. But like overall color wise, it's not that bad and not that off. But I honestly think it's the nose and the eyes that sets me off the most as far as like which one I think is a fake and which one I think is an actual Squishmallow. I also did want to show y'all, so I already showed y'all like the butt tag of this one, that it has that version on it, which I think is one of the originals. I think this is what they looked like next, but this one does have the butt tag. This is what it looks like. So it is like an actual Squishmallows butt tag. So I mean, honestly, like the pictures when I ordered it, it looked legit, but this is obviously not what they sent me. But I don't think I have the tags anymore. But like I said, so this one has like that tag, but it also came with hanging tags too. And this one and the bigger one that I got came with the exact same ones, but it didn't show the hang tags in the pictures of like the link that I ordered it from on Walmart. But they very much were like a Photoshop looking like makeshift tag. They felt the same as like a regular tag and they had like the same outline and everything. But like the background, instead of it being blue, it was like a Valentine heart looking background. And then the picture that they used was obviously one of those like fake Connor the Cow Squishmallows you'll see if you just look up Connor the Cow Squishmallows online. So it was very much like, I did not do good in terms of making sure that these were going to be legit Squishmallows. But again, like he's not that bad. I don't know. I was trying to think of like what I would rate this guy in terms of like how good of a fake this is. I feel like I can't, like out of 10, like it's not going to be too high because, you know, I feel like you obviously look at these two and you're like, okay, yeah, this is the fake, this is the original. But I mean, honestly, if you really didn't collect Squishmallows or were very new to the Squishmallow game, you might think that this is just like maybe like a wonky version of an actual Squishmallow, like it just came out kind of weird. So I feel like it's not that bad, especially since the colors are pretty good. Like it's not that bad. Comparing them side by side, I didn't realize how close the coloring was. But it is pretty close to what the actual Squishmallows colors are. But I don't know, maybe I would give it like a 6. I don't know, this is hard. Let me know like what y'all would rate this out of 10 in the comments below. I don't want to give it a 7 because I feel like that's way too high. I don't know, I feel like it could be better. So maybe like a 6 because it's like above average. I feel like it's pretty close in coloring, not too far off in shape. Yes, it's off in size. Yes, the face looks off to me at least, but I think maybe like a 6, maybe a 6.5 would be a fair assessment for him. But I don't know, he's not too bad, but he does kind of make me laugh, and it does make me laugh that I decided to keep him so that I could make a video like this. But definitely let me know in the comments below how you feel about Mr. Maybe Connor here. I don't even know what to call him. Maybe Connor might be a good Mr. Off-brand Connor. Off-brand Connor. Is that a... yeah, we'll go with that. Let me know in the comments below what you think of Off-brand Connor here. I just think it's fun in general to see how fake Squishmallows look, like people trying to make them look like the actual, like regular Squishmallows. It is always interesting to see like the different designs that they do and different ways that they try and make it look authentic, like including the hang tags and the butt tags and like making the hang tags look really similar to what actual Squishmallow tags look like. But you know, if you're like a hardcore Squishmallow collector, I feel like you're gonna be able to pretty easily tell what's real and what's not, but it is always interesting to see what people come up with. But that is actually all I have for today's video. I hope you enjoyed seeing a little side-by-side comparison of OG Connor and off-brand Connor. I always forgot the name that I gave it, but OG Connor and off-brand Connor. But again, OG Connor always reigns supreme for me. My favorite Squishmallow, and just really love this version of him. But I really appreciate you all watching, and I hope you enjoyed seeing the little comparison. But I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more, and we'll see you next time. Bye!